All right, everyone, it is February the 4th, 2013. Now, this is a follow-up video on the 5-part series that I just presented, uploaded on my channel, regarding the resurrection and the second coming of the Antichrist, where I had a dream, and I'm in the desert, as you know, if you followed that series. And in the dream, I'm walking in the sand, it's burning my feet, and I come upon a pyramid. And above the pyramid, the clouds form the name Giza. And the sky turns black, and there is a vortex that is spinning, and it forms the word in the black sky in bright red, Antichrist. And I'm thinking, wow, I know it's a prophetic dream. I've had prophetic dreams before. And it is a prophetic dream, but I didn't know the connection. And then right after that, I'm coming home from work. I'm listening to a radio broadcast, The Watchman on the Wall, and they have a guest on there, a speaker, and he's a Bible scholar. And the title of that show was The Second Coming of the Antichrist. Right away, I think of Barack Obama with this photo from the magazine where they're calling him the Second Coming, and I'm thinking, this is really weird, because now they're talking about the pyramids in Giza and how Nimrod, this was when I was first drawn to Nimrod through this radio broadcast, how he was the very first body that was preserved, that was a mummy, an actual mummy. And after that, the pharaohs and others went through that process to preserve the body. Now, after the radio broadcast, one event after another leads me to Jonathan Kletz's video, and where there's a young person had a dream that Barack Obama was on an operating table, and there was a mummy next to him, and Barack Obama was getting the DNA. That was really, really, now I'm starting to say, hey, there's a connection, it's a connection, it's a connection. Then I'm sent a video on more on Nimrod, 7 heads, 7 kings, and then the entire story of Nimrod. So I believe I've been on a prophetic journey that led me to Nimrod. So we're going to open up this video now, this video here, for discussion. And what I want to mention is, prior to having the dream and the chain of prophetic events that led me, when I'm looking at the Antichrist, to look at Nimrod, because Nimrod, believe me, I know it's Nimrod. He's going to play a very important role. Now, Nimrod was a mighty man, a powerful man of honor. He built the Tower of Babel. Now, he wanted, just like we're seeing today, one world language, a one world order, where he was just going to be God himself. So it's kind of like the New World Order and the one world religion and the one world government. That's kind of what Nimrod was doing. We're seeing that happening today. And now, come to find out, because I wasn't really thinking about Nimrod, I wasn't making a connection with Nimrod and the Antichrist. And I think that's what Yahweh sent me on this journey, just to open my eyes, to take a look at Nimrod. Now, others, I come to find out, Chuck Missler has done a whole series on the return of Nimrod, as has Tally and others that are on YouTube. So now I'm going to take a look at Genesis chapter 10, 8 through 12. Genesis 11 is where I'm going to be led next. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. We got to think of what Nimrod's name means. The lawless one. The rebellious one. Is just too much of a connection. Now, a lot of you, we're going to talk about Barack Obama. I do not believe that the actual mummified body of Nimrod is going to rise and the whole world will be in shock that this mummy came to life. I don't believe that. I'm looking at more closely with DNA and cloning. I'm wondering if they preserve the body of Nimrod for a reason. Will they use the DNA and clone a hybrid Nimrod? Will it be a man that receives this DNA and this cloning process? It could be Barack Obama, but I don't, I can't say that yet. Right now I know it's Nimrod. is going to play a very important part with the Antichrist when he does make his appearance. I believe there will be a resurrection of sorts. Has it happened yet? I don't know. So let's open up the comment section below for discussion. One thing we know, and I'm going to research this more, but he was a big man. He was a powerful man. He was in charge of the Nephilim. And I truly believe, and I am on a quest to prove it, that he was a Nephilim himself. We're going to take a look at that and his bloodline. So, I'm going to get back to other videos, but right now, this video will stay up, and it's open for discussion. So, start leaving your comments. God bless.